let's take a sip of our tea together. Maybe you have a beverage. What kind of beverages do you guys drink at night? I feel like this is becoming like a creepy roleplay. Okay, well, I have peppermint tea with honey. I really want to talk about Olivia Rodrigo's new album because I just have a lot that I could say about it. But I did want to show you, as you know, if you saw my last video, I went to Pride like last weekend, and it was so much fun. And I got these, I got some earrings that I wanted to show you. I've been getting really into fun earrings, as the queers do, and so I got these. They are little UFOs. I don't know if you can see, but like they have little aliens in this like clear part, and then the UFO, and then it has stars: a red, orange, purple, yellow, blue, green. Maybe that's a nice sound, or maybe it's bad. And the brand is Lemoree handmade jewelry. I'll put the link in the comments because I'm not a gatekeeper of clothes and makeup and accessories. I'm only a gatekeeper of media. But even with that, I'm not really a gatekeeper in practice. It's just that sometimes I'd rather keep things to myself because people, like, I've been bullied for my interests, so it's like, why would I want to tell you? And then people act like they want to do things with me that like align with my interests, but then they obviously don't even have that much fun, or they think it's annoying when like I'm talking about it. So it's like, why would I want to put myself in that position? But then in practice, it's not a thing of like, if you ask me what my favorite movies are and I'm gonna be like, actually I don't want to tell you. I don't do that. I had to go on a rant so that you know that I do touch grass, okay? Oh yeah, so Olivia's new album, as always, it's incredible, and she's a genius, and every single thing she makes just gets better and better every time, and I'm just like other girls, and she's my main pop girly for life. And it's been really cool. Like, I've been seeing some tweets and stuff where people say that you can hear her frontal lobe developing in this album, which I think is so true. And, you know, obviously it's really hard, like, growing up in the public eye. I'm sure it has been for her, but that is really cool to see how much she's, like, growing with each album. And honestly, like, listening to Expectations, there's so many lines now where I'm like, yes, girl. Like, I'm so happy for her, how much she's grown, and how much, like, self-respect she... Like, I'm so happy for her, how much she's grown. Oh my god. Y'all, you're about to get a visitor because she is being so clingy. But yes, Olivia Rodrigo has more self-respect than ever, and we love it. Are you gonna say hello? Just say hello real quick. That's Kit Kat. But yeah, I think it's so perfect. Not gonna lie, my autistic ass is like, I've already been listening to this album over and over again, but like it's gonna be in my repeats for like a long time because I also just love like this, like the system that it provides, if that makes sense. Like I just love the whole that it's like all set out, and like this is the start of the relationship, and then you're in love, and then it gets a little toxic, and then all goes to shit, first listened to the record, I was like, what is going on? Because, well, she said she had to like press it, like not all the parts of each song are on the record because it would have taken up too much space on the record. But yeah, because when you listen to the record versus like just like on Spotify, it's different. Like a few of the songs are longer. Oh guys, I ordered a actual professional. I mean, I don't know if it's like professional. It was like $25, but I ordered an actual like hopefully good ring light for my videos and stuff. So hopefully they can like increase in quality. And I'm very excited about it. It probably won't be in my videos until like next week because today is Thursday. Today's Thursday, and it's supposed to come on Sunday. Okay guys, this is like really on my mind, and I feel like I just want to say it and get it out of the way so that I won't be thinking about it. But like you guys know, because I talked about it in my Pride Get Ready With Me, and you know, you guys watch all my videos, of course you do, you guys know that I saw Obsession, like last weekend with my friends, and I just want to start off by saying that I loved it so much. Like I already want to watch it again because I also feel like it was just so much to process that there's a lot that I missed or like didn't think about. But I loved it, and I immediately put it as my number 1 on letterboxd, which just my top 4 does change pretty frequently, but like I think this will be one of my favorite movies for a long time. But I'm like not really ready to like dive into it fully, kind of because like I want to watch it again. Like I feel like it's a really complicated movie. Like it didn't really set in, and then also because I'm a little bit insane and mentally ill, and am low-key like mad that everybody's talking about it, and I want them to stop, and then that's when I'll feel comfortable talking about it, because it feels too like demanding right now. Like it's like everyone's talking about it, I have to talk about it. No. But yeah, and then like the other thing is that, well, see, I saw this tweet the other day, and then I realized that it really did describe exactly how I was feeling about this movie currently. And the tweet was like, autistic people, do you ever like have a special interest that you love so much that you can't really engage in it tangibly because you will actually go insane? And that's how I feel about this movie right now, because like I've had to be off social media because I do not want to freaking see reels and like pictures and tweets about Obsession, but like every single thing, like every single other freaking thing is about Obsession right now. And I'm literally on letterboxd like clapping and being happy every single time it goes down another spot in like the top movies right now, because I really want people to stop watching it and stop talking about it, which makes me sound crazy. I'm aware of that, but I mean, if it's gonna happen, I'm gonna be a little bit relieved. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it right most favorite movie maker, but he literally doesn't have any other movies. I've been watching him and his friend Cooper's YouTube channel, their comedy channel, That's a Bad Idea, and they are so funny. Like, ever since Obsession, I've also started to see a lot of video essays on like why comedians always write really good horror movies, and I really get it, because I feel like there's certain like intricacies that you have to understand for comedy that can kind of be helpful for horror, because you're trying to get the audience to react a certain way. It's just like a different reaction. And in Curry and Cooper's comedy is like they take the smallest little things and like make it so funny. Like my favorite one that I saw that they did was where Curry played a waiter, and then like when each of the like people at the table ordered, he would be like, "Oh, that is such a great choice. You are gonna love it." And then like Cooper ordered something and he's like, "Okay." And it was so funny. But yeah, they're so funny. I do recommend their comedy channel, and they have a lot of horror short films on there that are stupid and bad, and Curry would agree, because I know that he talked about that in one of the reels that I accidentally saw. But like, you can also kind of see where the inspiration for Obsession came from, and like the type of stuff he's into as a horror person, so I still do recommend those. And I pet a dog at Pride, which low-key, I was proud of myself for that. Like, I went up and asked to pet the dog, and then I pet the dog. Because I got inspired by this, like, there's this guy who makes YouTube videos, but it's like, he plays Minecraft while talking about stuff. And he made this video about, like, how much online dating sucks, basically. Or at least it just, like, you kind of have to think about dating in a different way if you actually want to find someone, because online dating can definitely start to feel like a game after a while. But like, one thing he said that really stuck with me was that it's really important to interact with people, like, go outside, girl. And like, but it doesn't even have to be like anything that could mean you like, it doesn't have to be dating related, you know? Like, it can just be like telling girls they're pretty without expecting anything, or like, you know, giving people compliments, or asking people to pet their dogs or whatever. But that stuff will help you just like be someone who interacts with people more in general, which can eventually help you find someone to date. So yeah, I'll actually link that video because it is really good. And I'll link where I got those earrings from, because like, about the gatekeeper thing, I'm really not a gatekeeper in practice. It's only in theory that it's just like, sometimes it can be frustrating, you know? Like I think that gatekeeping, it's a lot more nuanced than just like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, sometimes it's dumb, but then sometimes like it makes sense why people would want to gatekeep, because a lot of people, it might be easier to gatekeep their niche interests if like they get bullied for them anyways. And that's my other thing, is that I wish I could gatekeep Obsession, but obviously I can't, because it's literally like one of the most famous movies in the world at the moment. But you know, I'm so happy for all those people and all their success. One thing about what people have said about Olivia Rodrigo that really irks me is that they're still saying like, oh, all of her songs sound like other songs. And honestly, I'm pro basically copying art, because now let me finish. Because first of all, if you basically copy someone's art and it's bad, then it's gonna work itself out anyways, at least for the most part. But then like, second of all,